going to be over fall break, because when the LEDs, it impacts how big it comes across, so he needs to move some back. He'll be doing that over fall break.
We have as many as we keep things going.
Moving drums.
There you go. So, yes.
I was very fortunate to get one of these cans.
Oh, good.
My camera just turned off. It wouldn't turn back on. And they are amazing. The kids were saying, I can see it now.
Oh no.
That they can't see.
So it makes a big difference.
Big.
Good, I'd like to hear. I'm glad to hear that. Mrs. Green was the one who did the research on that. We just made sure that we were able to get them together, so that was a good thing. So, and hopefully that, you said that they read, the new ones should read with the laptops.
Yeah.
So
The new laptops that we're phasing in from the district, they'll be able to be Wi-Fi. So the teacher's laptop will turn into a tablet, and it will then read to the projector, so they can be anywhere in the room with their computer.
So we're trying to be up to date too.
How? How? The laptop has and the projector has the Wi-Fi in it. Has a little sensor in there to read to your connectivity. The only downside on the laptops is if you want to use your dock camera, because that cord is not in the Wi-Fi capability, you have to put the dock camera.
I think yours is though. Because yours has Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
Yes.
Mine?
Yep, yours has Wi-Fi. Yeah. Because when I bought it,
I just figured out how to go through the computer the other day so I could switch back and forth through those Gen pilots. I was like, there's a program that goes with it.
yeah, there's a program that goes with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, should have told you about that.
No, it's my fault. I'm supposed to be technologically inclined.
There you go. So
They're
that's,
amazing. Thank you.
that's getting in, and we're getting those going. Back to school night. Let's see, we'll review. Anybody have any questions, comments, complaints, fabulous things to say? Anything?
That was a while ago.
Yeah, that was a while ago. Anybody? No?
I think it was more for the.
It was,
It was hot. I wish we could have.
July.
And as soon as everyone left, it got so cold in there. We were all like shivering, cleaning up.
PTO guys, there is a fan, a big box fan. If you get Shane to bring it out for you, it would probably help you at that table. We did that one year.
That would be great.
We know about that.
Yes,
But that
there is a big box
very
fan.
nice to
Yes.
So anybody,
Put that in the meeting minutes. I think it still exists and it's still working.
anybody in here order the box kits? Any complaints? Anything?
No,
Okay.
wish I would have done it from kindergarten instead I started last year.
Well, this year they're the ones, so last year we tried a different company. This year we went back to the company from the year before, and
Yeah, much better.
The stuff that was
Yeah.
there was much better.
I think it was, we got the name brand pencils and they didn't give us a sock. We actually got a dry eraser this year too.
yes.
So that was a big thing from the year before.
It wasn't a used sock, it was a new sock.
As well then.
Still. Sorry. Okay, and then let's see, since then we've had, I'll skip Kids Night Out real quick and we'll just do the other ones because they were, Kids Night Out's a little more recent. We had Bahama Bucks Night, who enjoyed that? Saw all of you there. Thank you so much.
Were
that
they
was super
expecting
fun.
that many people?
No.
They never
Make
expect
sure
that
that they
many
know Neely has
They-
great turnout.
He said next time, he brought in extra employees and that next time he will absolutely
Yeah.
be prepared.
Like at
He had
6
no idea. He called
o'clock.
people in from home to be like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
At 6 o'clock he called people and he said that was the biggest turnout fundraiser
We
he
just
had
gotta
since
let
he's
these
owned
places know ahead of
that
time.
store.
I don't think they believe us. That's the problem. I think as much as we warn them, I don't think they're like, oh yeah.
Well, we probably have to give them examples. At Bahama Bucks, we had 400 people, 400 families show up, you know.
We've tried.
My shirt was white.
We were all
After the summer clothing is over, there's stuff to get in there.
Yeah, like I would say just do it in.
Well,
maybe
we
just
usually do it
one
the
and
first
do it
week of
separate.
November.
Yeah.
And because people usually clean out before Christmas and then in the spring. And it's like, usually we do it in November, but. Yeah. It was hot. But as I said, we'll see how it works with the, you know, the garage sale. You figure what we gave her to, we may have gotten $30 off of by donating it, versus what we're gonna get off of it, or we hope to get off of it by selling it in the garage sale. So, there you go.
Okay, awesome.
Next one's in April.
Yes.
I know.
It's end of March.
Too far away to think about.
Sure.
The only-
I think it's towards the end of March.
The only
Shoot, Sam.
suggestion
Yeah.
or comment that I have is, for the fundraisers, is if we could not have them so back to back to back. We went from kids' night out to Costco night, and then I was like, oh yeah, we have Red Robin night. And I'm probably not the only one that felt that way. If there could have been like a
Costco
week
night, we didn't get a
between them.
choice.
Well, if there could have been a week between the events or something, because it just is a lot.
The Red Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
The Red
Yeah.
Robin.
Well, what I was
there
gonna
for
say
so
though,
many
is,
reasons.
okay, with the dining nights, you know, people say, well, we should only have one here and one there, but that doesn't give families a choice. Meaning, if you did 2 a month or 1 a week even, I would be able to say, okay, out of the 600 families we have here at Neely, 300 of them might say, well, we really like this restaurant, but we don't like this restaurant. So you're only gonna, if you only do 1 a month, you're only gonna get 300 versus 300 this time and maybe 150, 200 this time. And that's where you just have to watch, cutting back on the restaurant.
But I think if we communicate, which you guys are doing a great job with that, is that if we are strategic about what we are offering, and parents will know that ahead of time and be able to pick and choose throughout it. I'm of the mentality of less is more, and then be able to be strategic if I want to do Bahama Bus or Red Robin, or I can do both or whatever. But I just think, because I try to go to everything and just myself, like, boom, boom, it was
Yeah,
a
we're
little
doing all
bit
of them
much.
too.
So that if there could,
We're doing all of them too.
There was like a week between
Yeah.
there, that would have been a little bit of a breather.
And I think it was a couple things working against us. One, we didn't get to pick Costco night. You take what they give you, period. And we'd already set kids' night out and already advertised it by the time they came to us and said, here's your Costco night, take it or leave it. He's like, we need paper, we'll take it. And then the Red Robin is a brand new program. In fact, we're the first school they ever did it with. And so the manager didn't work with he only had limited dates that he wanted to do it on. And so it was.
Well, could you have said no?
Yes.
Say, I'm sorry, those dates don't work for us, maybe
And
next year
then we
can
could have
work
found
something
another
else.
restaurant to work with.
But by then it was already in motion, like we
Yeah.
started that in the summer and
We did.
things were in motion.
Because
and it was
Dottie
just-
picks those restaurants before school even starts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
She's
then
Who does?
Dottie.
I don't know who that is.
So she
Oh,
picks the
okay.
restaurants and she'll say, okay, I have 10 available. These are the best ones from the previous years. What do you want to take and what do you want to cut? And then before summer starts, we have to slot them, because if we don't slot them, we lose out on the dates, period.
So you're saying one person makes the decision for the whole year?
No, she goes out and
She
finds
finds
them,
them.
and then she'll present it to the board, like, hey, there's, like I said, 12 available. These are the best ones that did well the year prior. Do we wanna try something else in a different area? But if we don't take the dates, other schools are, and then if either we don't
Yeah.
have any at all, because it's August, and people are gonna slot those dates.
So if you don't take the dates, you're
Yeah.
not gonna have any the whole
Right.
entire year?
Correct, because
Yeah,
they're
'cause
slotted at
they-
the beginning of the year.
Because the other
We
schools
could
are
have
doing
elected
that.
not to
Yeah.
do Red Robin, I think is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
well,
We could have
but we
elected
wouldn't
not
have
to
had
do
But we
Red
wouldn't
Robin.
have
at
anything
all.
else at all.
And we would have had Red Robin at all, and we might not have had a restaurant night in
Correct.
the month of September, and that could be a decision that is made, right?
Correct.
I think
Yeah.
that's just the question that's coming up, is once, you find out that there's so many different things happening, do we want to then take one off the calendar,
I think
you
we
know?
just kind of look at it as, it doesn't take a lot to man. All you do is
Yeah.
show up to eat, and if you eat, good,
Right.
we get free money.
Yeah.
They're just
Yeah.
paying us back.
And if you don't,
If no one shows up, then
Okay.
no one shows up and we just drop it from
It's
the list
not
for
like an
next year.
event there says, okay, you have to have 100 people.
But what
you don't have
Mrs. Green is
100
saying, I
people
think
show
we've all
up.
been parents, and I've been on both
Yeah.
sides of this
Yes.
table, so you take this from both sides of the table. I get what the PTO is trying to accomplish, but I think we also have to balance, and that's the task that the PTO board has to do, has to balance what is the right level and number of activities to have that you are not bombarding your parents with, hey, here's another fundraiser, here's another fundraiser, here's another fundraiser. And I know we all have the opportunity.
They're teachers and we're there,
they have a tendency to come more.
Yeah.
I mean, they
We
just
tell them
do.
we're coming and what time we're going, they show.
They'll be there, they be there, cause they, as much as they get it all
You
weirded
know,
out.
Miss Tierney's whole class is showing, cause she's won every
Here's the
contest.
thing, you know what Miss Tierney does, and I think all the teachers do this to some extent, but Miss Tierney, I was there and I watched her walk around to every table and say hi, whether they were her kids or not her kids, and say hi, and just stopping and saying hi to all the kids. Like that's, you know, that's an incredible thing.
With me,
I wasn't,
having
I
the
didn't see
kid-
any other teachers there, we got there late,
I
so
didn't-
I'm not saying
I
nobody
didn't
else
make
did
it,
it,
but
I'm just.
Yeah,
I mean,
Paul's
it's
doing
hard
your thing.
for me, now, because you know, like my own family, like you're not even eating, you're just running around talking to everybody. It's
Right.
just what I have to do, and like they
yeah.
come to terms with it. It's like you're not doing, you're not sitting with it.
Right.
But they do come when they know that we're there. I just know for me as the teacher side, if I would have had to do all of those events, I'd be done. I would have been done. Yeah, no, and I know you guys don't expect to, but I just feel like I
We
need to
feel
help
like
out.
we should be there.
We should be there, cause that helps promote and be the
I
money there.
think it's just, needs to be taken into consideration, stacking that much in a 4-day span to, in the future, spread them out a little bit more, just so that it's
It's
not.
not our intention to do that, we looked at it and went, all these things are scheduled and we can't change any of them.
And I think maybe we should, okay, the big key issue is, this calendar gets done June, July. You know, because there's other schools starting in July, and if we don't, as we said, if we don't get the dates in July, we're not gonna get them the rest of the year, because Chandler, their schools are right up against ours, and they get those dates fast. Maybe we need to have PTO meetings in the summer.
We do.
We do.
Yeah, but just,
We do.
yeah, but I meant families too. Does that make sense?
Make an open meeting.
Open meeting, that way, just like right now, everybody feels this, they have to say so and say, well, maybe we shouldn't do this.
We just don't have
Yeah,
all
but
the
people
I know.
information
Yeah.
at the start of the summer to be able to present.
Yeah.
Summer's a vacation time for everybody.
Have you
And
put,
this
have
time
you
would
put
probably
out
wanna be
an
there.
event night for the whole entire year? Like,
It's on
Yeah.
the calendar.
Yeah,
It
it's on
is.
the calendar.
Okay.
Every single thing.
And that's why I like the clothing
Our
drive.
summer meeting was 5 hours long,
Oh, well, but that's a working meeting for you guys, but,
but we didn't have anything that we could have presented after that, like we couldn't have come to you and said this, it was like information and then we didn't know.
So
it was
just
July.
take it as feedback that says maybe there was too many events in the month of.
And we knew it was gonna be like
Yeah.
September.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what
We
month?
saw
We knew,
4-day
we
span.
saw
Yes,
it.
in a 4-day span.
and-
So take
It
it
was a lot.
and take
Yeah.
it and say, okay, maybe next time we might consider canceling one, right? Just
Yeah.
take that as feedback.
Good-
Don't fight it.
good
We thought about
suggestion.
feedback.
Thank you.
We thought about how to change it,
Thank you.
it wasn't a.
and to what she said, the reason why I like doing the clothing drive, and I grabbed it when I saw Ashland Ranch doing it when Daniel was in kinder prep over there, is for the simple fact that you have a limited number of families, and there's only so many times they can dip into their pockets.
Yeah.
This is, Mom, I have to clean out my closet, I need stuff to get, that I like to hear, it's like, if you and your families and your neighbors can clean out their closets and bring it, great. As I tell them, this fall I didn't get to do it very much, but in the spring I tend to have more time. I watch Craigslist, and, cause the people that post their garage sales and the rummage sales and stuff on Craigslist, they say, they also go back and repost, okay, we're done, and everything's at the curb, if you want it, come get it. I also go around my neighborhood, anybody's having a garage sale, I can give you a tax donation letter just like Goodwill can, what time you're getting done, I'll pull up, I'll bag it up, I'll take what I can, and here's your tax donation letter, and that's how I get excess, I donate, last year at GCA, I donated 3,000 pounds of stuff, yeah. Yeah.
Go Susan.
We're doing one more this year, right?
All right, thank you.
Okay,
I think we need to keep moving.
costume night.
We're done, we're done.
Yeah. Last one is fries, we're gonna keep it open till Monday, and
Okay.
then we're closing it.
I just have one suggestion for costume night, cause I heard that, it's one of them, I don't know. They had Heritage had a request list, and I was like, that's genius.
Most schools had a request list.
So I know it was like our first time doing it, we never did anything, but like,
No, we've
just
tried
for
it.
next
We've
year.
done it
tried
before,
it.
and
We've tried
Yeah.
it before.
Oh, we have?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never.
Last
okay.
year I had it, but there
Okay.
weren't very many people and we got a thing of wipes.
Oh, okay. So,
This
Maybe
year we
keep
got some
trying.
water.
Maybe just keep trying it.
Yeah.
Well,
But
and
I'm
I
still
don't-
can put the list out.
Maybe put the list out in
Promote it.
advance.
Well, see, that's what the schools said that they did,
That's it.
because I talked to a couple of schools and they said that they put their list out in advance to the families saying that this is our wish list, and they had the item number and the price. So I was sitting at the food court watching, and all the carts were full, except Neely's cart had nothing in it. And then one family did put some cases of water in it, cause they're just like, we felt bad that there was nothing in the cart, and so.
We ended up with 3 cases of water and a family donating a gift card to us.
Nice.
So,
Well, that's
So if we could put a wish list together.
We had
to
one
s-
started.
To send out to the families
We
that
had
have
one started, and then with all the, of
Yeah.
everything.
Cause one of
it
the
was
families
either-
who was donating to another school, cause they have kids at both
Yeah.
schools, said, we went to the table to find a list and there wasn't anything there. Yeah, so,
We talked about a list, we came up with
We've
some
tried
ideas, but
lists in the
we,
past.
Yes, we did.
So
And
I'm
it's
not,
not
I'm not
always-
trying to stir a pot by any means, this is my first meeting, but what I'm hearing is a lot of people giving constructive criticism, and I'm seeing you 5 being pretty defensive. You know, as a parent at this school who wants to make everything better, I feel that you being defensive and trying to explain yourself and saying, instead of saying, yeah, that's a good idea, we've tried it before, we'll write it down and we'll try it again, I don't really see that happening too much, and maybe you guys don't realize you're being defensive, but that's kind of what my first meeting, that's what I'm seeing is you guys being extremely defensive in protecting what you're doing instead of getting suggestions given to you and accepting those
If someone
suggestions.
wants to talk with us and create a list, I'm happy to talk to
Is
them.
somebody writing down like the minutes and stuff like
Yes.
that? Okay,
yeah.
okay.
And
But-
the other suggestion I brought was, I know, like Bergman for one year wanted a pencil sharpener. And even if it's the teachers, if they wanna create their own list too, of stuff they might need, you know, it's still early in the year, we probably have stuff from the beginning. But we can put a
There is
folder
wish
out
list.
too.
There is the
for
wish list
change,
on
yeah.
all of the teachers' favorites. On the bottom of their favorites list,
Yeah.
there's a wish list and it's on.
So we can promote those, like
And
for
that's all
individual
available.
classrooms, and maybe just say, you know, tell the parents, hey, if this is for, you know, Palos or Tierney, they can just leave a post-it note. We
But
can
I do
distribute
think
to the classes.
the list in advance would
In
be
advance,
phenomenal.
Yeah.
cause some
And
people
I
I
know-
think miss the
G-
table.
GCA's has had their list out since they set their date is 16th, and they've had their list out, and it goes out every weekly, newsletter. This is what's going on, this is the wish list.
It's also hard for wish lists because there's only
So many
Gift
people
cards,
really
gift
is.
cards.
Gift cards, I know it's usually
To
like pencil
specific
sharpeners,
places.
pencils,
Yeah.
but
They
you
do
know,
have
dry erase
They do have
markers.
supplies, like little dry erase and.
Dry erase markers, I saw a lot of those.
Yeah.
Well, I know some of the lower grades usually ask for snacks in the beginning of the year, you know, some individuals, so that might be a good one to put on the
Does the
lower
nurse need
grades.
a
I mean, I don't know how 5th and 6th works if you
They
have
bring their
snack
own,
time or
they
not.
don't, they don't get.
Okay.
But I do think.
Usually when teachers, you know, they always say, you know, if a kid forgets it, they can provide it, maybe we can do that and add that to the
Well, and I
list.
don't think it really needs to be all on your shoulders
Yeah.
to do that, to come up with a list. I mean, it could be just an email out saying, you know,
What do you
to
need?
teachers or, you know, to the campus, are there things that you would like to see on the wish list? And if, you know, and then you could do something like that, where not you having to go and create something, but maybe the teachers have things that they might
Or,
want
you know,
on there.
the high schools, you know, would, you know, had their football team or their cheerleading team, and maybe we can probably get parents in
Well, once-
advance and ask for parents who are wanting to help, maybe the room parents.
When I thought it was Pliab, I'm not 100%, but one of them had like a performing group there, like a music group. So then then it guaranteed all those families were there because the kids were singing.
Yeah.
So
He was there early,
Yes.
getting them all ready.
And all the parents were saying their video recording
Yeah.
blocking the entrance.
Like, get out of the way.
I need all 2 hours in here to shop.
Strolling.
He did.
Oh.
Yes.
He came in and he was like, "So where would you like us to perform?" He was like,
Yeah.
at the very front, and they were like, "No, we'd like to move you down."
Hey, I don't know which one of you was working with Costco, but whoever, if you guys have a chance to give some feedback to Costco, is not to set the tables up at the entrance, but to do, in years past, they have done it
Outside.
either outside or along, like where the Chick-fil-A cow dude was.
Oh,
that
down the
area,
aisles.
down the aisle,
Okay.
over by the clothing and stuff, because it was a huge bottleneck walking
it was
into.
terrible.
It was
I
terrible.
agree.
Like I avoided your table just because
we were
I
the
was
first
trying
people
to.
coming
I
in.
know. It was like.
Because then you had the cheerleaders and the football
Yeah. So if you do have an opportunity to give some feedback back to Costco, it would be way better if they set those tables up someplace else.
I don't
Well,
think they
then
got
I tried
us
to take a
the
picture of
didn't,
you,
and
and there's vodka
they don't.
behind you. That's why
Oh.
you posted.
I think I was like, okay, maybe she was nice, and then I realized when I was cleaning up, I turned around and I was like, oh, that liquor is behind.
Well, and then I sent it to Christy, and I was like, well, I put these balloons on there, and then it looked like all these balloons, and they were like this big, and I was like, nope, not posting it.
It's like a choking point right there too, so it's hard.
Yeah.
So.
I like the cut.
Good
And-
feedback. Thank
and,
you.
And you know the other one, the first time we had the most success at Costco is when we did it out in East Mesa, the one at Sossaman, and it was in the morning though.
Oh, really?
So you don't always have to do this Costco. You could
I
pick.
think we should try that Gilbert one outside.
Yes, we did.
Sand
We did
Tan
the one
one.
off
Yeah.
of Sossaman
Yeah, that was
the very
the minute
first
one.
year, the last minute
Yes,
one. Do you
because
remember that?
That was the first time ever.
But
it
I
was
think
like
we got
second.
like 24
It wasn't
cases of
expected.
paper.
We have a lot of parents, I mean, how many buses come from the east? 3? Yeah, we have a lot of
Yeah.
families out
And they
there.
do it in the morning, and I think the morning would be more
shopping
helpful.
without your kids.
I did.
At night, my kids are like, why are they doing it at night? 7 to 9, like,
On a
we're so
Saturday.
late.
Yeah. So check out some of the other Costco's too, like next year, and see if there isn't one that'll do it in the morning. Because being not a neighborhood school, we have the opportunity to go to whichever one you
Fish
want.
some meals. I'm down with that.
Yeah. And I would drive for Costco night. I would drive to it.
I've driven to most of the Costco's all over. I don't know
Yeah,
how
I've been to all of them.
Yeah.
So yes, especially if they don't have what I want. You know,
Exactly.
you can't get cauliflower at this one. You gotta
But
go
that
to
South
one.
Gilbert one is big and busy all the time.
It's
That's
always
a good one.
busy.
Yeah, that's a.
Can I ask you a question about the fries? You mentioned that you were extending it for a week. Do you guys have a like a number of how many people have signed up? You have no idea.
Fries keeps it, so I don't know.
It's by
Yeah, Fries holds it.
personal honesty only.
Yeah, I was just curious if you've seen
I
it
totally
increase
forgot
or
to tell
not.
my kids' teachers.
No.
So I'm glad you're saying something.
We can tell by our checks, whether we get once a quarter.
But you,
That's
I
it.
don't know if you can say,
I know
you have
this,
400
I
assignments.
We
Yeah.
have no way.
So,
We have no
okay,
idea.
but so 6th grade though goes to homeroom teacher?
The block
Yeah.
one.
Block one.
Block one. Yeah.
No, they all go to charity.
We're gonna, the teachers were like,
Usually what happens.
we asked the teachers and they're like, oh, most of us are tapped out, but a couple people wanted a few more days, so we said, well,
Well, I've
extend
still
the
gotten
week
a few
until Monday.
emails that have been trickling in this
So
last
we'll
week.
do another push tomorrow and say, hey, you have till Monday to sign up and then.
That'll be our.
And then that just needs to go into your PTO box?
Yep.
Okay.
And we'll process that, and then where it gets.
We'll do
What
two
do you
sets.
say, Otter Post? Yeah.
If I sign up
It's-
mine, can I put it with my class?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
yeah.
alright.
So the
I signed up
lower,
for
we're
one.
doing
I
one.
said,
One for the, we're doing a prize for the
Not
lower
tiered.
class
Not
and
to
the
K
upper.
through 3rd and 4th through 6th.
6, yes.
Yeah, and the
I'll put
teacher
that on my
gets,
personal Facebook.
teachers get money.
Cause you can
You
get
get money.
anybody to do
Yeah,
it.
you guys get
Teachers
money.
get money.
You get money?
You get money.
Teachers get
And
money.
it's anybody you get to sign up.
I need
Whoever-
to know.
Whoever I recruited to do
I go
it.
back.
My
I said-
mother, my
It's
sister,
done. I need another
anybody I
week.
post on Facebook.
Yes.
Oh, you're going
Yes.
down.
Post it, I'm copy and pasting yours and putting it on my wall.
I'll give you for my post.
I need another
social
week.
media following.
I've got a husband and, I got it covered.
Oh yeah, I've been hitting
Not
all
like
that.
that.
Well,
And
you
it's
too.
6 to 8, and
Oh.
so it's just
Changing the
number of
password
people
immediately,
divided by the
sixth
number of
grade.
people in the class, and that's the
Cheater.
winner. We're
Right.
doing it by percent.
We're doing by
So if you have like one student who has like 8 family members, they can turn in 8
separate card
Fries
accounts,
cards.
What information do you have to give the
Yeah,
teacher?
but nobody shops on them, so you don't just.
Yeah, send an email saying you signed
No,
up.
like your
Are you
grandparents,
saying
the
you signed up,
aunts, the
Susan?
uncles.
I've
So
been
send an
signed
email
up
to
for
your teacher.
years, they get my
You
check
have
all
to
the
renew
time.
it
And
every year.
you have to renew.
No,
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 you
no.
don't.
After this year.
Huh?
You have to renew
Oh,
this
I,
year.
I always do, because it
It
said
doesn't
you
matter.
For like
Up to
Fries
this
card,
year,
You
that's
don't,
it?
yeah.
You go in there and tell it
It's
to
a
run
potential.
daily, and now it'll save it. Every year you use it.
Oh, I already gave you Ethan's.
Yeah, you don't have to buy anything special.
What?
I gave you Ethan's.
It's sort of
Can I
like the
still use
Amazon.
the same card number?
Yes, you can.
Yes, it's
Or
just,
like
when
the
you use your
Just
prize
go
card to
online.
get your discount when you use it, which is what's beautiful about it, is you're gonna use it anyway to get the sale prices
Take it
within
up
the
to your
donation.
parents.
And you guys know
Sign
about
up and switch it
Albertsons
to
too,
Neely.
right?
Albertsons doesn't exist anymore.
Albertsons is owned by Safeway.
No, their program doesn't
Oh.
exist anymore.
Yeah, they
They
don't.
still swipe my card.
Yes, they do,
Yeah.
but it
Well,
doesn't count
there's
to the
there's
same.
tied to it, it's like a Target doesn't do theirs.
Target doesn't do theirs.
We
anymore.
lost
Campbell's
out.
Soup doesn't do theirs.
Amazon.
What is going
But,
on
but
with
the,
those?
You gotta go through some.
it was
Amazon.
I thought the Albertsons still gave
Safeway,
you guys
we don't
money
get
for
it
it.
from anymore. It was
No.
that
But what do
one
they have to
right
swipe our
before
card for?
Christmas.
Because for your
That's their
discounts.
big thing.
Safeway and Albertsons,
Discount.
Albertsons and Edwin Safeway bought them. Red Robin only did it the 1 year because they had, Red Robin was doing it. There is eScript if you, which is online shopping, if you wanna
That was-
promote that a little bit more, I think that probably should still be active. Are you still getting like the $1.12 or something like that? You're not getting anything
The
anymore?
eScript was Safeway.
eScript,
I think
eScript was
I got an email
Safeway, but
saying it
then it ended, and then Target ended.
Target ended. Campbell's
Yeah.
Soup labels ended.
Campbell's Soup
Yeah.
labels ended, so we're gonna try to promote those box
I know
tops.
the
Yes.
box
Yeah.
tops are still going.
We still have the Tyson labels, those are still active.
Those are still active.
Yes, but
Yeah.
you have to send in
Tyson's like,
100. Do you know I have like
frozen,
12?
the frozen.
Yeah,
Tyson
the
labels
little
are
A plus,
active.
has a little
Close
A
at the
plus.
top, you save that.
I don't
Oh, I didn't even
It'll
know.
take you a while.
Yeah,
I have a
Tyson's still
question,
doing it.
Christy.
Uh-huh.
Do we still get additional points, money, whatever, if they're glued to those pieces of paper?
Box tops?
Yeah,
No,
no, oh well.
no.
They used to give us,
But you
An
also, if
additional-
you sign up, Box Tops has a, and I don't wanna, I know there's something in here, but Box Tops has an app, that if you sign up for the Box Tops app, Box Tops app, I don't know what it is. I don't know, that sounds right. And you kind of like the, what's the thing that you scan your receipts for, that you take pictures of? Shop-a-roo. You can sign up to buy certain things, you know what I mean, if you're buying it anyway, and you click on it, and then if you buy it, you just take a picture of your receipt, and they'll give you bonus box tops for it. But, so,
I did not know that.
yes, I probably need to promote some of this stuff a little bit better, but
Is that a new thing they just started?
they started it about middle of last year.
Oh, okay.
It's still new.
It's still relatively new.
Could we attach that memo on the flyer that you just
I
created?
can, yeah. I gave that to Roxanne, by the way.
Christy's got it.
Oh, okay. I got it. So fries, make sure you sign up. We'll do one last thing up until Monday, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're done.
We'll do Monday at midnight.
Okay. And box tops, you're doing a new push, right?
I wanna do a contest, so if you guys wanna look at the contest,
Battle
but
of the Box
basically, yeah,
Tops.
so Battle of the Box Tops, so for those of you guys who remember when we did the Penny Wars a few years ago, it's kind of a spiff based off of that, so by grade level, and just trying to get in as many box tops as we can, and then there's just like little contests, so you can, give other classes, or other grades negative points, and
Yeah, you can sabotage.
Sabotage.
so like if
Yeah.
I have a 200 bonus thing, they can zonk some.
Well, so what I was really trying to do is I was kind of creating rules is I want to try to get as many neatly trimmed ones as possible because it saves on postage, and that is one of the things I donate is postage. So you'll never see an expense report for me for postage. I don't want a whole bunch on paper, so the sabotage is them putting it on that piece of paper, but otherwise I want them loose because paper adds weight. So, but we were coming up, so Brian and I were brainstorming and he came up with the paper idea, so that's kind of the sabotage, and I was trying to think of some little cute thing that you could paste the box tops into, and it's hard for like a battle, and I was thinking like a bomb, I'm like, boy, that's not really a good thing to have at school, right? So I'm like, let's go with the little shields, so we can change that layout. That was just a quick 5-minute publisher thing that I did last night, going,
So
oh, I
you want
told
them on
too
paper
long.
or you do not want them on
Only,
paper?
it
I
has to
don't
be
care.
negative on paper.
Negative on paper.
So if it's on paper, it's a attack, and if it's
Like,
loose, then it's a
If
positive.
it's on paper, it's a silver coin.
Yes.
If it's not on
Like
paper,
that
it's a
paper?
penny.
Yes.
If you
Like if I just give
do
them
the-
to him in a bag?
Yes,
Yeah.
or in a Ziploc bag.
Yeah, in a
Yes.
Ziploc bag.
Ziploc
Or
bag is
versus 1,
positive.
2, 3, 4, 5,
The
6,
rules are
7,
on there,
8,
but
9, 10.
that's kind of what it's
If you
spiffing
post
on.
one in each of the little shields, then that
counts
counts as
negative
10,
point.
but it counts as negative.
Yeah, I said it
Or
would be
like
negative
negative
25
points.
points, yeah.
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 So
So
the
you can
rules
attack-
are
I would have to go
on
try
that.
it.
I wanna do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can
so
put
it's
it in
like
a grade
grades.
level, right?
Okay.
Because that's
they're
how
neatly
Penny Wars is.
trimmed.
And is it
with
by
novels.
Oh, I
grade
didn't
level or
need to
by
draw
class?
mine.
Grade
I can't
level.
help it.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
The only thing
Let me
that,
just tell you,
We can be friends.
people like you, we like.
Even when I taught elementary school and I collected them, before I turned them into the PTO, I cut every single one of them.
yeah,
Yeah.
so if, the only thing that you guys really, besides the rules and the flyer and all that kind of stuff that needs to be approved, and I think you have to approve it, is the prize is, Fire and Ice Friday. So like the winning grade gets Fire and Ice Friday. So that's 75 cents a kid though. But that helps Miss Teresa. And 75 cents a kid, I mean, 100 kids, it's like $75, right? Maybe a little north of that if you have a couple grades that have more than 100 kids, but maybe 125, yeah, 150, so.
So
do we wanna vote for
We'll
this,
have to
or
vote,
what do we
yeah.
do?
It will
Go ahead,
start,
vote.
yeah, it will
Okay.
start before.
Yeah, I'm
so
hoping to do it the
You want it the
last week of
this
September,
month.
cause I don't want it around fall break, you know, that's too much.
October is so messed up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
and-
too much.
And then we're gonna end it the last day in October, right?
No,
Or we have to turn it in November?
no, it'll be just a week long,
Oh, okay,
just a week long,
Okay.
and then we'll count, and they'll get their Fire and Ice before.
fall break.
The week
Oh,
before, that
that's-
Friday before fall break is a half day.
Dang it.
We can do it Thursday.
Well, when is she doing the fire?
She only does Fire and Ice on Friday, so they'll have to do it the Friday after fall break. They'll get their Fire and
That
Ice
should be fine.
the Friday after
Yeah.
fall break.
Yeah.
That'll be fine.
That's fine.
Friday after fall break is a half day.
No,
No, it's not.
it's
It's a
2
week
weeks.
after.
2 weeks after.
Yeah. So I'll have to
It's
change
like-
it.
Last
Last
back
week,
to the
or 2
Wednesdays.
years ago, it was back to back.
If you need will you email me that information so I can give it to Stuco when the representatives go around to promote it for you?
Yeah.
So, I motion approve up to $150 to buy treats at the Fire and Ice sale.
For box.
For box tops. Great.
I second. All in favor?
Aye.
And cross your
150 should
fingers, I'm
cover it.
hoping that we can get like $1,000 worth in, so. Yes,
Cool.
like with the
But the
contract.
first
Yeah.
deadline though is October, end of
November
October.
1st, I have to have it postmarked by
So we
November
can still
1st.
turn them in, so it's still pushed to have them turned in, but we'll end the contest after a week.
Yeah, the contest will just be a week, yeah. Cause there's some that'll expire November 1st, so trying to get those in before the expiration date.
And if they're postmarked before November 1st, they
Right.
still count.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Yeah, so we'll do quick counts on them and, you know, and then I'll hand them off to my mother-in-law and father-in-law and they put them in baggies and do everything that needs to go.
Aw.
It's a beautiful thing and they do it in like 2 days, so.
That's
awesome.
very nice. Thank you.
It is great,
I know.
right?
I've
Yes,
done it.
They're almost annoying about it, but
You
yes.
want them trimmed though.
Huh?
You want them trimmed preferred.
Preferred trim.
So, if
trim
they
them.
just give a non-trimmed one, it's worth 1
Student
point. If they give
council.
trimmed ones, each box top's worth 5 points.
Okay, can we help you, like, 6th grade student council?
Yeah, student
Oh my
council wants to
gosh, yeah.
help count them, or if they wanna, you
Sit
guys
there
wanna
and
have
cut
like a
'em.
lunchtime, and I know they probably don't have a whole lot of time, what they could do during lunchtime, but I can't be here at lunchtime, so I was thinking of just doing the bins in the morning, but if there's somebody who could do the bins at lunchtime, I don't know if that would work,
yeah.
or, I'm thinking
can
just
work
the
it.
morning, the kids should have them and be able to just drop them in, right?
But I'm saying, even if you need help trimming and all that, 6th
Yeah.
graders can help trim.
They'll
Okay.
trim, they'll count, whatever you want.
Okay,
like-
so I'll touch base with you.
Not that I
Yes.
don't want you to take the job away from
Especially 'cause-
grandparents, but still.
No, well, in that week,
Their poor
like,
little hands,
to,
I feel like you're the
to
mean
give you
guy.
updates about what classes in is winning and all that kind of stuff, like, I'm gonna have to have help.
Is this something you want a poster for? Because I know student council can do the poster thing too, because they offered to make the posters for it.
Yeah, that might be fun.
You wanna do that?
Can you make posters
Yep.
for them?
Do a poster?
So put that in, yeah, put that in there too, in my, whatever you need to
So
have
whatever
them
you
do.
want it to say, they'll create the poster board
Yep.
for you.
And
Okay.
Christine,
Yeah.
like not for this contest, but moving forward, we're also gonna have National Elementary Honor Society, they're being inducted before fall break. So they will be available too, cause they'll need community service hours as well.
Good.
So,
I have
that's
to
both
have one
and
in
6th
that,
graders.
yes. That application is killing us, so.
Right.
Fall picnic?
So the fall picnic is on, October 20th, and we need to decide on food and movies, so if we can have some suggestions. And then I'm gonna leave the Facebook Live open through the weekend to see if any parents, have any suggestions. But every year that we've done it, we've had the Hot Dog King cards there. And the recommendation for every year is, let's get somebody else, because not everybody likes hot dogs. So I went out and called a bunch of food trucks. But the problem is our fall picnic is on a Friday night.
They have truck Fridays.
So-
And that's their big night.
So I've called, so between Queen Creek, Gilbert, and Mesa, they all